Okay. All right. So we have this is what you want to attract over here. All right. Now, right here, what we're talking about today in this class is bringing you to a state of awareness. Okay, so we now know that this is the scale of the law of attraction. These are the vibrations on the scale of the law of attraction. Okay, now the quickest way to get to one distance is in a straight line. We know that is science, that is math, it's mathematics. We know that getting to a particular distance, the quickest way is in a straight line. So if you want to get this house and these kids and this car, you want all the stuff that you are trying to create to attract into your life, the fastest way to get to that is by being at this high level of love. Now, don't be confused. That doesn't mean that you can operate out of fear and just stay in a fearful state and you'll get there the fastest as well. Because fear vibrates much slower. It vibrates much slower than love. So when I talk about, before I go along, I want to talk about, vibration first. About how fast something vibrates. Okay? So when you're up here at the vibration of love vibrates the fastest. It moves the fastest. Okay? You ever notice that when you're happy and you're laughing and you're cracking up at something, or you got a big surprise, or you feel good, or you're kissing or you're hugging on your husband or your lover or whoever or whatever it is, and you're just feeling really good, you can literally feel like your body kind of shaking just a little bit, right? You can feel the vibration. Now, all of these vibrations, they slow down a little bit, like contentment. It's not moving that fast. Boredom is not moving that fast. Frustration goes down lower and lower and lower. And sometimes these low vibrations, remember I said they can attract and bring things back to you quickly, but it will bring things back that you don't want quickly. Okay? But let's going back to love here. So, the vibration of love is very, very, very fast. So if you are vibrating really, 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 really fast in a straight line, you're going to get over here really, really quickly. Versus you down here and you're vibrating really slow, right? So if you stay in this straight line, you're going to get there. It's going to take you forever to get there. Sometimes you will never get there. Okay? So that is how the vibrations work. So now that you are in this state of awareness right now, you understand it, you get it, you're learning, you're seeking, you're here, you're taking this class. So right now your vibration is probably high. You're probably excited. You probably feel good about this class. Okay? So I'm going to put a little dot up here. Okay. This is us right now. Happy. Okay? That is us. Up here I'm going to put weeks. Okay? This is, let's say, 10 weeks. Okay, at the top here. Let me draw this line here. Alright, that is weeks. Okay, so we're up here right now. Now, in order for you to get here, like I said, in a straight line, you got to keep your level of vibration up here. But what happens in our lives is stuff starts to happen. People start to come into our lives. Things start to happen. Other people's vibrations start to mix with ours. So you're up here, and then let's say, tonight before you go to bed, you get a little bored, and you're like, I really don't know what to do. Chanel said don't watch any TV. I can't put on any music. I'm kind of bored. So your vibration goes down just a little bit. Right? Maybe you're going to get up tomorrow and you go to work and you're content with work. You're like, whatever. I'm at work. Okay, fine. But then you get to work and you realize that, your boss did something to you and just pissed you off. Now you're down here. You're like, this is some BS. This just pisses me off. So then you leave work and you come home and you open up your mailbox. And you got a stack full of bills, but you don't get paid until the next 2 weeks. So you have no idea how you're going to pay those bills. Now you're scared. Your phone won't get cut off. You're scared. All kind of stuff is going to happen. So you feel that, right? My marker's going out here. All right. So your vibration is down is down here. So then you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to make myself feel good. I'm going to start reading a book a little bit. So you go right here. Then you get on the telephone with one of your girlfriends, and now y'all just talking, having regular old conversation, common conversation, that little conversation. So your vibration's not going anywhere. It's here. It's here. Then let's say maybe you got a date later on, and somebody's going to take you out later on. Now you feel really good, right? So you get what I'm saying. You get where I'm going with this, okay? We go up and down in our vibrations. And I'm just going to do this here for the sake of the graph. Can you see that, y'all? Come on, marker. Work for me, marker. Work. There we go. See? The marker worked because I told it to work. There we go. All right. Now you up here. And back down here. Back up here. All right. Can you guys see that? Okay. So, this is how common people operate. Right? Actually, this is kind of a above average person because these vibrations are kind of high. Most common people's vibrations are down here most of the time, right? But if you look at this, you will see how long it takes for you to get and attract the things that you want because your vibration is all over the place. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's down, it's down, it's up, it's content, it stays the same, it's up, it's down, it's up and down. So if your emotions are all over the place and your feelings are all over the place, it takes you forever to grasp that which you are trying to create, right? Now, you may say, okay, Chanel, well, how do I keep my vibration up here? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But what's most important here on this graph that you have to look at is that all of these little dots on this graph on how your emotions went up and down, your vibrations went up and down and up and down, you have to realize that those are people. You got your boss, your friend, your mom, your neighbor, television, you got the customer service person on the phone pissing you off, the person driving in traffic that's blowing their car horn, your kids who are yelling and screaming at you, tearing up the house, your husband who's cheating on you or yelling at you, or y'all fighting and just getting on each other's nerves. You got all of this stuff going on here, right? These are people. These are people. Now, what you have to understand is that you cannot control other people's vibrations. However, you can also not let other people's vibrations control you. And that is one of the biggest downfalls in the law of attraction, is that we allow our vibrations to mix with other people's, and that causes us to be in an influx in energy. This is a different way of using the law of attraction that is not taught. And I have myself taught differently. So maybe if you've taken any of my other Mastering the Law of Attraction or my Vision Board class or my Positive Thinking class, I've taught you this the other way, which I now want you to completely forget about, only because you've elevated to this level. Like, I can't teach what I'm teaching today to regular people. I can't get on YouTube and tell people you don't have to work. It's not going to make any sense to them, right? It's like giving a baby with no teeth a steak, right? You can't do that. The baby can't chew it. You have to ground it up and put it in a little straw, let the baby suck it through the straw, right? So you passed your stage, your baby stages. You understand the basics, all right? So now I'm going to teach you something that most people don't know how to do, and it's probably going to be a little bit confusing. But remember, we're coachable. Let's say it again. I'm coachable. I'm coachable. I'm coachable. All right. So the first step to really understanding this is you have to take all of the limits off of all of your desires. You have to take all of the limits off of all of your desires. You have to take all of the specifics off of all of your desires. So, those of you who are saying, I want to marry this specific man. I want this specific amount of money. I want to drive this specific car. I want to live in this specific house in this specific city, and this is exactly what I want. That is not how you utilize the law of attraction on an elevated level. Let me tell you why. Because when you do that, you are limiting the divine flow of the universe. You are limiting God. So if you say, I really need $1,000 by the end of the week. I want $1,000 by the end of the week. $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. The universe may have rewarded you with perhaps 10,000 or 20,000, or you may have been able to hit the jackpot. But because you spoke the command and you thought the command and said, all I want is $1,000, you have now limited the divine flow of the universe. Let me give you another example. And this is a big mistake that a lot of women make. A lot of people, not just women, people. We want to be with a specific person. Right? Our humanly bodies, our flesh, our worldly bodies want to be with this specific person. Why? Because physically to the eye, just the eye, they're attractive. We like them because they're tall, or we like them because they're this, or we like them because they have a lot of money. Right? We're like, I want this man, this man, this man, this man, this man. I want this man, I want this man. And you got a picture of this man on your vision board, and you're like, I'm going to be with this specific man. Right? What's going to happen is the universe is going to deliver that to you. You're going to get it. If you are using all the techniques that we've been learning, bringing your vibration up and speaking directly and having a chief definite aim and keeping your thoughts positive and keeping it consistent in the repetition, you're going to get it for sure. That's just the law. That's just what it is. Right? So you're going to get it. However, oftentimes people get things that they have attracted to themselves that is not in divine flow of the universe. Therefore, that thing brings their level of vibration down and keeps you so far away from everything else that you want because you just had to have that one thing that you wanted. So perfect example is if you have this man on your vision board and you're like, we're going to call him Tom. I want Tom, I want Tom, I want Tom, I want Tom. You're going to get Tom. And then you get Tom, and then Tom is going to be a cheater. Tom is going to be a liar. Tom is going to give you headache and grief and heartache. Tom is going to wind up maybe getting you pregnant one day. Now, boom, now you got a little Tom running around, and now you can't stand it. You hate the big Tom, and now you got to look at little Tom for the rest of your life. So you keeping your vibration down here like this. Yes, you may love your son, and you may love your Tom, but you are not happy. You are not fulfilled. You're not getting the love you want. You're not getting the nourishing you want. You're not getting the sex you want. You're not getting the spiritual connection that you want because you chose Tom. Remember, so now your vibration is down here for the rest of your life because you limited the universe. Had you not limited the universe by saying, I want Tom versus saying, I want a man that is divinely made for me. I want a man that is going to keep my vibration up. I want a man that's going to reciprocate love and energy to me and letting the universe open itself up and bring forth that man. You put Tom in the way and you limited the universe. So the man that is divinely made for you kept on walking into somebody else's life because you put that limit up. And this is why so many people are operating down here so low because of decisions and choices and thoughts that they made years ago. The person that just had to have that job. I got to get this job. I got to get this job. I got to get this job that pays me $60,000 a year. I got to have this job. And now you got the job. Now that was 10 years ago. And you still working the same job, making just a little bit more money than you were. And you are miserable. You hate your job. You hate it. You hate it. You hate it. And now you wake up every single day down here. Down here, and then you wonder, why can't I bring forth what I want in my life? Why am I not getting the results that I want? Why? Because of something that you created 10 years ago by limiting the universe, by putting limits and too many specifics on what you want. So, the next secret to this new level of the secret that you are learning is to take away any and all specifics. So yes, I need you to go and take down all those specific affirmations that you have up. Remember, I do teach this. I do teach people to put affirmations up because you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, right? But that is the basic level of the law of attraction. Okay? You have to master that before you can master this. Okay, so since you've gotten this far, I want you to take down all those specific things that you want, and I want you to replace them with affirmations that say, I am attracting the divine man for me. The divine car, the perfect car for me is coming. The perfect house that's meant for me to live in is coming, and I am open to receiving it. Because see, if you do not limit the universe and God will bless you with so much stuff, it will blow your mind.